Hi Angel Besties, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. My name is Rachel and welcome to my bookshelf organization video. I am so excited to film this. We recently moved, so all my books have been in boxes for the last few weeks, but we're all settled in. I have all of my books here on the floor and I did get my new bookshelf set up. So I've got a lot more room here and I'm really excited to fill these shelves with my books. So I've never done like a proper bookshelf organization video. And to be honest with you, I don't know what I want my shelves to look like either. So we're kind of gonna go on this journey together and see how they end up at the end. But I do know that I want to organize my bookshelves by genre. That is how I like to do it because I have mostly fantasy books. That is where I'm going to start. I think these first 3 shelves, I'm gonna do as much fantasy as I can, and then we'll kind of taper off into romance and thrillers and classics and so on and so forth as we go down. I also want to do a couple of like spotlight shelves because I do have a lot of special editions of my favorite series, and so I might dedicate like one shelf to a specific special edition that I have. I'm not really sure. As I said, we're gonna be figuring this out together, but I'm just gonna start putting some books on my shelves and I will check in with you guys frequently to let you know my process. So let's get started with putting some books on my shelves. Okay, so we have our first shelf, as you guys can see. Hopefully you can see that. It's all Cassandra Clare books. I figured I would start with her because she's got a lot. I own all of her books. And of course I want to do like heavier books on the bottom. So started with her. So I have Mortal Instruments, Infernal Devices, Dark Artifices, and Last Hours trilogy. And then because I just needed one more book, because of course I only needed one more book, I just threw in the Hurricane Wars because it was the right size. I just DNF'd that book, so I don't know how long this book is gonna be on my shelves, but for now it fits. So we've made progress, y'all. I do think there's gonna be a lot of trial and error. Like I think I'm gonna set things up and then I'll probably move things around after I do it. So I'm just kind of gonna throw things onto shelves, see what works, and go from there. So we'll chat in a bit. Okay, so checking in, I'm already freaking out because it looks so good. I am so happy to have my books back on my bookshelves. Oh my God. I'm loving the way it's looking so far. But I guess I'm gonna make this like YA fantasy, or like mostly YA fantasy. Fantasy romance and then just like pure adult fantasy is my favorite genre. And I think I'm gonna have that here starting on the second shelf. Probably, maybe. So I'm gonna do a lot of YA. I'm organizing, as I said, by genre, but then also by vibes. And this is the vibe. Apparently this is the YA fantasy shelf. And we're gonna go with that. And I need to remind myself that I can change this in the future if I don't like it. This is not set in stone, but I'm really liking the way that it's looking so far and will make changes as necessary. Oh, and also one thing, I totally forgot that I have this book, which is Clockwork Princess, the paperback edition, and it does not fit on the Cassandra Clare shelf. It's so close, but it's a little too chunky to be on that shelf. So yeah, she's gonna have to sit with someone else. A little bit of a snafu there, but I'm still overall really loving the way that this is looking so far. I don't even know, hopefully you guys can see it, but it just looks very nice and clean and organized, and I'm loving it. So with that shelf done, I guess we're fully going into fantasy romance at this point. I thought I had way more YA fantasies than I guess I do. I will say I'm saving Throne of Glass and the Folk of the Air series, which are 2 of like my all-time favorite series, kind of for their own spotlight shelves because I do have special editions of those series. So I think I have all of my YA books. Oh, I also Once Upon a Broken Heart trilogy, that as well. So I'll probably put that maybe with the Folk of the Air series. I don't know, but I have most of my YA fantasies done, and now I've got fan row here. I have a lot of like KU fan row here. So I think I have all the YA done, which is pretty crazy. I thought I had way more than I do. I also I don't know if I'm going to be able to fill all 5 shelves at this moment in time. Of course, you know I'm gonna buy more books. So like over time, trust me, bestie, we will fill them up. But yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna fill every single one, so I'll be very curious to see what this looks like at the end and if they are totally filled. But yeah, I'm liking the way it's looking. Let's keep going. Okay, I don't know if you guys can see that, but I am at 16,999 subscribers, so I'm about to hit 17K, which is very exciting. 17 is actually my favorite number. It's my lucky number and my favorite number, so that's very, very cool and just so crazy, wild. What is life? Like, I do not understand how almost 17,000 of you have clicked the subscribe button. That is insane. Thank you so, so much. I mean, I haven't hit it yet. Who knows? Maybe I'm gonna lose like 10 subscribers in the next 10 seconds. But if I do hit it while I'm filming this, that would be very cool. And wow, so that's overwhelming. Let's get back to bookshelf organizing. So I have kind of put myself in a bit of a predicament because I inadvertently put all of these black and red and gold and white books together, and I love the way that it looks. And now I'm like, oh, I don't want anything else on the shelf that does not match this colorway, but I don't have enough like black, red, gold books. I'm now realizing, but oh God, I don't know what to do. So I grabbed these, which are technically classics, but they're going on the shelf for the vibes. This is Shakespeare's Tragedies, and this is Grimm's Complete Fairy Tales. So I need to locate more books that will go. Oh my God, I see two in front of me. So obviously we have Babel, and then we have The God of Endings. So these both match the vibe. I'm loving this shelf. I just want to say that. I'm loving all these. Also, is this not the most like girly pop shelf you've ever seen in your life? There is like a little room here. I don't want to add anything else to this shelf. I love the gold foiling. I love the pink and lavender, hot pink. This book, by the way, just came out yesterday. I haven't picked it up yet. I'm scared. So I just want to document this now. Probably by the time this video is up, I will have read this. I hope future me is okay, but I just wanted to document that now. Anyway, I'm obsessed with the shelf, and I'm obsessed with the shelf. And you guys, we are almost done. We only have one more shelf up here, which I think I'm gonna put Lord of the Rings, Brandon Sanderson type of vibe up there. So talk to you guys soon. All right, friends, we have one shelf done, which is so exciting. I really love the way that it looks. I did just make a correction. I don't know if I filmed it, but I totally forgot to put the Stormlight Archives books that I have next to these Brandon Sanderson books. So we have Brandon Sanderson and then Fonda Lee, which I just love having these all together. I'm really happy with the way that this all turned out. So now we're gonna get to the main event. We're gonna get to Sarah Janet, and we're gonna get to all of my fantasy romance. Definitely gonna spread these Sarah Janet like special editions that I have out and do some like, as I said, like spotlight shelves, like just put one set of like ACOTAR on a shelf and like spread the books out to make it look nice, just to spread the fantasy romance love across all the shelves. So let's get started. Hi, so it's 2 seconds later. I'm onto the second shelf. I have put some excess fantasy like Ninth House and Invisible Life of Addie LaRue, things like that, onto this bottom shelf here. And then I think I'm going to put the Zodiac Academy series on the bottom shelf here. These books are really thick and heavy. I think that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna do that. And then I'm probably gonna start putting some fantasy romances here. And then I think I'm gonna put maybe like Throne of Glass or ACOTAR here or something like that. I've been doing this for 1 hour and I feel like I've made quite a bit of progress. There are 4 empty bookshelves behind me right now. So I am a little bit in my Delulu hours, but I feel good. I feel this weird confidence that I'm going to do this all today, which I don't know. What if we did that? I'm excited. Okay, talk to you guys soon. So checking in, I have put all of my fantasy books on my bookshelves now, except for my ACOTAR and Throne of Glass editions, Crescent City as well, and then Pierce Brown, like not fantasy, but going with the fantasy section. So I am now on my A Touch of Magic Designs dust jackets for the Throne of Glass series, which these are my favorite dust jackets that I own, and this is my favorite series. So she is getting a moment. So I'm gonna display a couple of the books facing out so they can be seen. And then I guess the next shelf over, I'll do more ACOTAR and Crescent City. So we'll see how that goes. Hi team, so little update for you. I am not feeling these books on top of this shelf because this shelf is just like killing it, right? I just love the writing on this and how the sun is hitting it. It's really beautiful. I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but trust me, Golden Hour is gonna be stunning in here. I'm kind of inspired by the Queen of Shadows cover to do like a Crescent City shelf above this. I think that would look really nice, the reds and the blues, and because I have multiple editions of Crescent City that have those gold accents, I think that that is just going to look chef's kiss with this. So Serpent in the Wings of Night and then the paperbacks of Throne of Glass, I'll probably put on the next shelf. I think I'm gonna try to make this a Crescent City shelf. It'll look cute, I think. Let's do it. Hi, okay, we have a problem. I am obsessed with this shelf. I love how this looks with both of these facing out, but we have a gap right here. And we have an extra edition of House of Sky and Breath. This is the tour edition. I either need to put this here like that, but then Hunty Boy does not get to be on the shelf. This makes me so mad. Like, I love the way both of these being out looks. This looks so pretty with the crescent moons. Would it be criminal of me to put this on a different shelf? Like, yes, absolutely, federal offense level, but like, this just looks so cool. Oh my God, this is making me so mad. And also what sucks is like, even if I just choose between the tour edition and this edition, there's still a gap. Even if I do this, there's still a gap. I don't know, but I love the way that this looks. It looks so cool. Okay, I'm gonna have to think about this and come back to y'all. I don't know. And I don't wanna put like a random book on this shelf to fill this gap, but there is no edition of Crescent City that's gonna fit right here. Like, even if I bought another edition, there's no way. I mean, look at how thick these books are. I have to do some thinking. So I'll talk to you guys later. Okay, so here's what I came up with for now. I decided to kind of mirror the House of Earth and Blood section with the House of Sky and Breath section. So we have this edition, I think this is like Fairy Loot, and then regular Illumicrate, paperback, and then paperbacks connect, and then it switches over to House of Sky and Breath. Does that make sense? And then we have, I think this is Illumicrate, and then regular, and then Fairy Loot. And then I pushed them kind of in the center so that they both have gaps on either side, and that's just like, makes it look like I did it on purpose. So I think I like that. I love having these like reflective crescent moons facing out. So I'm gonna stick with that for now. I decided to vote this one off the island just because it's like a tour edition that is pretty simple. I'm just gonna have to throw it in somewhere else for now. Kind of unfortunate, but I just really like the way that this looks. I just think it's really pretty. So that's what we ended up with. Let's keep going. So I actually decided to import the footage that I had filmed thus far because I had already like 30 clips on my camera, and right now the raw footage for this vlog is at an hour and I've only done 2 shelves. I mean, a lot of it is like B-roll that I will probably speed up, to be honest with you, so I don't think it'll be that long. But I did change these shelves again. I just adjusted the Throne of Glass shelf down here, which I'll show you guys in a second, but I want to get started on my next shelf because the sun is setting and I'm feeling like I might be able to get this done in the next like hour maybe, because I'm taking so much time and being so like meticulous with all of the fantasy, but I'm not that concerned about how the romance and thrillers and classics look, to be totally honest with you. I love them. They're my children, but like, we have favorites. I hate to say it, but we do. So yeah, I'm gonna move on to the next shelf. So we're gonna do the ACOTAR series, and then I'll probably have to start throwing in some romance on that shelf as well, unless I can really spread these books out, but I don't think I can that much. So let's get started. Hey guys, so it's a little bit later. I'm getting to a point now where it's evident that I don't have enough books to completely fill the shelves, which like I knew, and like that's fine. Originally I was just gonna buy one extra shelf, but I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna buy two because I always end up running out of room eventually, and so I'm sure, you know, 6 months down the line I will be able to fill these shelves completely. But I'm on this shelf here with like ACOTAR and stuff. And as you can see, I have the A Touch of Magic Design editions. I have, this one's from Etsy. I have my Hannah edition. And then I've got like the Crowns and Iaxia series, kind of all I have. I do have other editions of ACOTAR. I don't like the negative space though in the first few shelves. Like I really like the way that the first two shelves look because there's essentially no negative space. Here, there's quite a bit. I'm gonna get some like real work done. I'm gonna stop talking and we're just gonna do B-roll times, and I will talk to you guys in a while. Hi friends, so it is the next day. I was able to get all of my books on my bookshelf last night, so I did it all in one go, which I did not know if I was going to be able to do, but I'm so happy with how they look. I've shown you guys a little bit, but I'm not gonna go into too much detail because I am going to be doing an in-depth bookshelf tour very soon, so watch out for that. But I had so much fun making this video. I hope that you guys liked watching, and I did also want to say that I did hit 17K last night, which is like unfathomable. Thank you so much. This channel just means the absolute world to me, and you guys have just improved my life in such a beautiful way. I truly feel like I have the best community here, and I so appreciate all of your support. So thank you so much for subscribing, for watching, for liking. I'm just so happy that you're here. So thank you guys so much. If you made it to this point in the video and you wanted to let me know, go ahead and leave the stack of books emoji. I really appreciate that you watched this video. I hope that you are having a fantastic day. I love you all so very much, and I will catch you guys in the next one.